Another one has happened though. Another SA to Tinubu has resigned again. Hakeem Baba Ahmed resigns as political advisor to President Tinubu after 17 months. Guys, if you have been wondering why these non-Yorubas have been leaving Tinubu government, has been resigning, and some being sacked out of Tinubu's government, worry no more. This video, you are going to know why. Just take a look, listen to yourself, and know why this man said that instead of him to work for Tinubu, that he would rather do POS. Like, he would rather do POS. Hey, guys, it is that bad. Yes, I'm telling you. A lot is going on in Aso that we do not know. Just take a look for yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, my fellow Nigerians. Happy Saturday again. Once again, I'm back. I think what we want to say about our president, Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Commander-in-Chief, GCORN of Nigeria. Mr. President, why is all your SA resigning? Your first spokesperson resigned. Then the other SA again, of the same SA again, resigned. So, from the north and south. The reason is goes this way. If you are not a Yoruba man, they give you SA to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You are just like, it's me. Go, no. You send me to take SA for this presidency. It's better I look for a way I will get a POS. Continue operating. In the morning, I know I will get something to go and eat. Otherwise, hungry will kill you. As long as you cannot speak Yoruba, hungry will kill you. This government is Yorubalism. I've said I don't fear to arrest, I don't fear to die. The hell with it all. All is nothing to me as a retired military officer. There's no way we will just quiet. Somebody will hold us for neck and we cannot shout. You don't see why somebody get accident, you cannot shout God. When you have the accident, even in the aircraft, the first thing that will come with you is God. When you fall into a water, you don't know how to swim. Even if you don't know how to call him, you call Habu. That is the name. You must call him. So the point I am making is that, Mr. President, this Yorubalism government you are making, it will cause a wound seriously to the Southerners. If somebody is coming to contest at the Yoruba, South may not vote him, East may not vote him, and not already we draw line. We are not voting you 2027. Anyone who is confusing you, all those ones who are with you, they cannot bring their word. They cannot bring their word. Most of them, they contest for primary, they lost. Some of them don't even have one vote in primary. Is it the people that will bring you? Some are sitting governor, they win them. So I don't think they are deceiving you, saying you will get votes from the vote. You cannot get any vote from the North, Mr. President, because we understand your government is only for Yoruba. Vice President, they vote with him. Office of Vice President.
Now these are the appointments so far that Tinubu has made. In this Nigeria we have the President is a Yoruba man, the Minister of Finance, Yoruba man, Minister of Education, Yoruba man, Minister of Trade and Industry, Yoruba man, Minister of Petroleum, Yoruba man, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Yoruba man, Minister of Power, Yoruba, Minister of Justice, Yoruba, Minister of Communication, Yoruba, Minister of Interior, Yoruba, Minister of Solid Minerals, Yoruba, EFCC, Yoruba, CBN, Yoruba, Federal Inland Revenue Service, Yoruba, NIRSAL, Yoruba, DGDSS, Yoruba, Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba, CG, Controller General Custom, Yoruba, Controller General Immigration, Yoruba, Chief of Defense Intelligence, Yoruba, Permanent Secretary State House, Yoruba, Commandant Guards Brigade, Yoruba, Inspector General Police, Yoruba, DG BPE, Yoruba, DG BPP, Yoruba, Chief of Staff, Yoruba, Accountant General of the Federation, Yoruba, Heads of Service of the Federation, Yoruba, FCCPC, Yoruba, NEPA, Yoruba, NIMASA, Yoruba, NSITF, Yoruba, PENCOM, Yoruba, AMCOM, Yoruba, MPHCDA, Yoruba, NAFDAC, Yoruba, NIDCOM, Yoruba, NOA, Yoruba, NEPSA, Yoruba, retired CJN, Yoruba, current CJN, Yoruba, former Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba, current Chief of Army Staff, Yoruba. Then he said only yesterday the federal Yoruba government made 4 appointments to the post of DG of same federal parastatal. 3 of those were given to Yoruba people, namely Mr. Olawole Olapade, Director General National Sports Commission, Dr. Abisoye Fagade, Director General National Institute of Hospitality and Tourism, Dr. Adebowale Adekokun, Director General Bureau of Public Procurement.
Our next story is from Africa, from its biggest economy, Nigeria. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu is under fire again, this time over allegations of nepotism. He recently announced a shake-up in Nigeria's Federal Housing Authority, and he's appointed this man as the new MD/CEO, Oyetunde Ojo. He's a former Nigerian MP. He served from 2011 to 2015, but he failed to get re-elected in the 2015 election. After that, he turned to business, reportedly in the oil and gas sector, and now he's the CEO of the Housing Authority. What's his qualification? Apparently, over a decade's worth of experience in the housing and hospitality industries. That's what the Nigerian government said while appointing him. But exactly when did this happen? When did he get the time to acquire this decade's worth of housing experience? It remains a mystery. But the Nigerian government insists that he is the best man for the job. Of course, they need to hype up his credentials to deflect from his other big achievement. And what's that? Being married to Fola Shade Tinubu, the oldest daughter of President Bola Tinubu. Nepotism is never good for optics after all, and the last thing Tinubu needs is another scandal. The Nigerian president has been racking up controversies ever since he took office. The last one was about an oil field, an offshore oil block called OPL 245. It was a disputed field bought by European oil giants Eni and Shell. There were corruption allegations. Nigeria had sued the oil companies. The case was pending in international tribunals. But last month, the president of Nigeria restored the fields to the Europeans. He ended all legal disputes over the offshore field and called for the matter to be resolved amicably. Now you can choose to look at this as Tinubu moving forward, as him dropping a long dispute and getting back to business. Or you may wonder about the timing. Eni, one of the European oil firms involved here, signed another deal recently. This happened a few months ago. They sold their Nigerian onshore assets to a local firm, a firm called Onado PLC. The sale was very beneficial for the Nigerian oil company. Its total oil reserves doubled after it bought Eni's assets. And guess who is the chief executive of the Onado Group? A man called Adewale Tinubu, or Wale as he's popularly known. The last name is not a coincidence. He is related to the Nigerian president too. He is the president's nephew. So a European oil company sells its business to Tinubu's nephew. The nephew's company benefits, and Nigeria drops litigation against the Europeans soon after. What does that sound like to you? Allegations of nepotism and corruption are hounding the president. But that's not all. He's also been accused of using his office for personal gain, using it to fund a luxurious lifestyle, like with the yacht controversy. Tinubu became president last year. He took office in the month of May. His government had to release a supplementary budget to allocate resources for this year, and this happened in November. The budget came in November. But while the budget was being discussed, an anomaly came to light. Money was earmarked for a presidential yacht, a princely sum of 5 billion naira. That's about $3.5 million US dollars. Now, Nigeria is an economic powerhouse, but it's still a developing nation. There is massive wealth inequality. People are struggling with the cost of living crisis and reeling after the government reduced fuel subsidies last year. In this environment, President Bola Tinubu was buying a yacht on the taxpayers' dime. You can imagine the uproar. Nigerians were furious. So were opposition lawmakers. They forced the government to divert the yacht money. It was funneled into a student loan fund instead. But you see, the yacht had already been delivered by then to the Nigerian Navy. So now they have to find a way to pay for the luxury boat. And these are just some of the controversies that have dogged Tinubu since he took office. There are others as well, and by the looks of it, there will be more to come. Hopefully, Nigeria will continue to progress despite the extravagance of its president and the enrichment of his family.
Tinubu forced himself to be president of Nigeria. He forced himself to be there. Let the whole world know. Tinubu forced himself. Let the whole world, let the spirit, let the dead wake up from the grave and know what I'm saying. He forced himself. Now he faces the fuck up. When you force yourself to anywhere, you will meet iniquity. Did you think Nigeria is happy now? I'm asking you, Joshua, did you think Nigeria is happy the present time? It's like, why are you better than Tinubu? Tinubu should go back to a memory board. Renew hope. What is renew hope? Is renew hope much? I believe on you. I will frame my fucking up. You messed me, and now they are slapping me anywhere I go because I vote for APC. Where's the motherfucking renew hope? August 1st. And the masses are not suffering. They're walking in the streets of Nigeria.
People do not know that everything that is going on in this Nigeria that people are observing, even though that people some cannot do anything about it, but people are observing and they are noting things down. That is why when some things happen in this our Nigeria, some part of Yorubas or majority of Yorubas will find it difficult to say anything because it is almost all of their people that are in the government. So many people have come out to criticize Tinubu and accuse him of nepotism, and this is right from the first year that he entered government, or he didn't like wait and maybe subsequent years he start showing us his true color. He started right from the moment he assumed as the president of Nigeria, of putting Yoruba people, only Yoruba people into the system, and those that are not Yoruba are being frustrated into to the point of getting resigned. Tell me which politician will on his own, in his clear mind, will want to resign as a SA to Tinubu, if not for the kind of things that the kind of shege he is seeing there. So these things, even though the man has said that it's on personal ground, which personal ground? The man is healthy, he's not sick, he's not under anything at all, he's healthy. So why would he be resigning in his job? Now people are beginning to come out to say that it is because if you are not Yoruba and you are working for Tinubu, that you will be frustrated. It's either you get frustrated to the point that you resign, or they will remove you, unless you just decide to just go dumb like that, become anything that they want you to become and do everything that they want you to do, which is very bad. It is nepotism, guys, which is very bad in the system where everything has become like that and it's only one side of the people that are ruling. Well, how do you want others to be feeling? And this is, tell me, this is the exact reason why Rufai had to leave APC and go for SDP. Probably the man has seen that because he's a Fulani, or because he's from the north, Tinubu's government will not favor him come 2027. And mind you, the kind of hustle that man did for Tinubu, to the point of calling Tinubu's opponent Nollywood actor, which is P2B. But now look at what is happening. Almost all the people that stood by Tinubu during his campaign and for everything to go well and for him to become the president, almost all of them now that are not Yoruba are resigning or being sacked. It is very bad, guys, and people are beginning to say this, because if it continues like this, it will make so many people to have a wrong notion about Yoruba presidency come 2027. You know what I'm saying. So guys, what do you have to say concerning this? Share me your opinion in the comment section, like and share our video, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.